The Jimmy Z Show.
Listen to this story at cnsnews.com. This is outrageous. And it illustrates once again what a huge problem we have in government in Washington, D.C. with the RINOs in the Republican Party, the Republicans in name only. I mentioned this quickly in the first hour. And this is one of those stories where, as I'm reading it, I'm likely to get really mad. Oh, man. I can't stand it. If you haven't heard this yet, you're going to freak out. Senate Democrats were able to confirm the former director of Planned Parenthood Rhode Island to a lifetime federal judgeship after 11 Republicans voted to close debate on the nomination and allow it to come up for a final vote. Now, these Republicans, don't let any of these Republicans in the Senate, any of these RINOs, ever tell you that they voted against this. Because these Republicans voted to allow the nomination process to move forward, even though they knew damn well that they did not have the votes they needed to stop him from being confirmed. It's very important to understand that. There are two steps here. And the Republicans who voted to close debate may as well have voted to confirm the judge. As a lawyer, the new judge was also involved in litigation against the tobacco industry and a failed lawsuit against former manufacturers of lead paint. The cloture vote, that's the vote to end debate, on the nomination of John J. Jack McConnell was 63-33, with one senator voting present and two senators not voting at all. And listen to this. Had 4 of the Republicans who voted to close debate not done so, the nomination would have failed. A cloture vote, that is, to close debate and move forward, requires 60 votes. So out of the 11 Republicans that voted to go ahead with this, all we needed were 4 to stand up on principle. All 11 Republicans who voted for closing off debate and thus to allow McConnell's nomination to proceed turned around and voted against the nomination in the final vote. That vote succeeded 50-44 and McConnell was confirmed. The 11 Republican senators who voted for cloture to end debate and thus permit McConnell to become a lifetime federal judge. This is a guy who was the director of Planned Parenthood in Rhode Island. He is now a federal judge for life, thanks to these Republicans. My God, it makes me so angry. And those of you who live in these states should be all over these people. Lamar Alexander, Tennessee. Scott Brown, Massachusetts. That guy's a piece of crap. He's got to go. Susan Collins and Olympia Snow from Maine. Saxby Chambliss and Johnny Isaacson of Georgia. What the hell is wrong with Georgia? Get on these people. Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, typical. Mark Kirk of Illinois. John McCain of Arizona. Lisa Murkowski of Alaska. And John Thune of South Dakota. So once again, we have John McCain, who campaigned all through 2010 with Sarah Palin as a conservative. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know any genuine conservatives who would vote to allow this guy to become a lifetime federal judge. What kind of conservative is John McCain? Oh, that's right, he's not. But Sarah Palin helped him get there. You know, I'll go this far. Ms. Palin is responsible for 2 of these RINOs. Number 1, Lisa Murkowski. Sarah Palin should have run against her in 2010. She could have been Senator Sarah Palin from Alaska. But instead we have Lisa Murkowski. What was Sarah Palin doing instead? Oh yeah, she had a reality show on TV. That was more important. Now, I can't guarantee you that Sarah Palin would have won that election, but instead we had Joe Miller. That was his name, Joe Miller, another mediocre at best candidate from the GOP. And then, of course, number 2, John McCain. Sarah Palin is directly responsible for John McCain being reelected. We had the Tea Party favorite a conservative named J.D. Hayworth. He was in a virtual tie with John McCain, which was very impressive because here's John McCain. He's running for re-election, his 15th term in office, and J.D. Hayworth is running neck and neck. Enter Sarah Palin, who says, I support John McCain and I'm coming to Arizona and I'm going to campaign with him. And the next day, John McCain shoots up 20 points ahead of J.D. Hayworth. And it was over. John McCain gets reelected. Sarah Palin has a lot of juice. And a lot of people ask me, well, what do you think Sarah Palin should have done? Because she owed John McCain for picking her as his running mate in 2008. And I've got to tell you, Sarah Palin did not need John McCain nearly as much as John McCain needed Sarah Palin. But what should Sarah Palin have done? I've said it many times. I'll make it real short. Hello, John. This is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. It's John.
Yes, I'm going to stay out of the primary, and I'm going to let you guys duke it out. And whoever comes out on top, I will come to Arizona and I will campaign for you against the Democrat. But John, you and I both know you are not a conservative.
Well, I don't like that at all, Sarah.
And so I can't go telling people that I'm going to support Tea Party candidates and conservative candidates and then turn around and support a full-blown liberal like you.
Sarah, I'm not a liberal. I'm running as a conservative.
Right?
I'm running as a conservative because that's what it takes to get reelected.
No, I know you don't want to hear that, John, but it's the truth. You are not a conservative.
Sarah, but I'll be a conservative. I'll be a conservative as long as I have to be to get reelected.
Nope, I have to protect my name. This has nothing to do with you, John. It's about me protecting my name and my reputation. I don't want to come off as a hypocrite.
Yeah, but you won't be a hypocrite because you'll be supporting the great Republican leader, John McCain.
I can't be going on television telling people that I will always pick the Tea Party conservative over the RINO and then campaign for you, John. That would be stupid.
Oh, Sarah, you're really disappointing me. I'm just going to hang up on you.
Anyway, if you ask me, that's the phone call Sarah Palin should have made. Instead, as we all know, she went down to Arizona and campaigned for this bastard, who is now acting as liberal as he ever was, telling us what a great guy Obama is and how he's become a centrist and he's much easier to work with now. And of course, now voting for this former Planned Parenthood director to be a federal judge for life. Thank you, John McCain, and thank you, Sarah Palin. So I went digging around last night on YouTube. I was looking for some audio of Sarah Palin campaigning for John McCain because I've heard some before. I think we played some on the show at one point, and it's really disgusting. Well, I found something that I've never heard before. This is a radio ad, Sarah Palin speaking on behalf of John McCain. And I'm not kidding here. You better have something to throw up in.
Hi, this is Sarah Palin. This is the time when conservatives must stand up and fight against the big government policies of President Obama and Democrats in Congress.
What about the big government policies of John freaking McCain? I would like to ask Sarah Palin to her face, did you even know who you were talking about when you recorded this crap?
No one is a more forceful leader than my friend, John McCain.
Oh, my God. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, if she were talking about John McCain being a forceful leader against conservative policies from within the Republican Party, I would agree. But this is pathetic.
No one is a more forceful leader than my friend, John McCain.
Sarah Palin. She's a hero to conservatives nationwide. And she's lying through her teeth here.
Every day, John is fighting the president's radical plan to put Washington bureaucrats in charge of your health care.
Good God. This guy, as soon as he got reelected, was making friends with Barack Obama. He's not fighting. How did she put that again?
Every day, John is fighting the president's radical plan to put Washington bureaucrats in charge of your health care.
I don't know. It looks to me like John McCain is doing what he's always done, trying to get along with people, trying to compromise away conservative principles as often as he can. And here's Sarah Palin telling us what a wonderful guy John McCain is. It's like she's never paid attention to anything he's done during his entire political career. He's not fighting Barack Obama and the Democrats. John McCain is trying to figure out a way to work out immigration reform, amnesty. He's ready to go. He's the same John McCain he ever was. And he's back in Washington, D.C. as one of the 2 senators from the great state of Arizona, thanks to Sarah Palin.
It's John McCain who is fighting for transparency and against backroom sweetheart deals.
Oh, boy. You know what? John McCain is now currently, I guarantee you, right now as I speak, John McCain is working out a sweetheart deal for amnesty.
If we have a chance to stop the Democrats in Congress and the White House, it's because John McCain is leading that charge.
Oh, my God. That's the worst of all. I thought the rest of it was making me throw up. That's amazing. All you Sarah Palin fans, Sarah Palin supporters out there, are you hearing the lies coming out of her mouth? I'm going to play 21 seconds here, the most outrageous of what we've heard so far without interruption. Listen. Listen. These are the words coming out of Sarah Palin's mouth. Personally, I think this is outrageous. And I'm embarrassed to say that I ever supported her for any reason.
Every day, John is fighting the president's radical plan to put Washington bureaucrats in charge of your health care. It's John McCain who is fighting for transparency and against backroom sweetheart deals. If we have a chance to stop the Democrats in Congress and the White House, it's because John McCain is leading that charge.
I am having, and I'm serious here, I'm having a very difficult time coming up with any more words to describe how disgusted I am by what she's saying here. This is inexcusable. Politics, as usual, coming out of the mouth of Sarah Palin. And we've been told how many times that she's unconventional. She's outside of the box. No one is more inside the box than Sarah Palin. Let me back this up 7 seconds. I want you to hear everything she's saying here because it all goes together. And she keeps making it worse. It's like every sentence, the lie gets bigger. She was lying outright to the people of Arizona about John McCain.
If we have a chance to stop the Democrats in Congress and the White House, it's because John McCain is leading that charge. Standing up for true conservatives. Standing up for Arizona. John McCain. Character matters.
You know what? It would be funny if it wasn't so damn disgusting. I'm serious. I'm not just doing this for a radio bit. I'm truly appalled. How dare her take all of the trust from all of these people in the Tea Party nationwide and sell them out. And once again, we have John McCain in the Senate for another 6 years, doing everything he can to fight against conservatism. How dare her! I'm sitting here, and honestly, words fail me beyond all the words that I just spoke. I don't understand any of this. How can any of you support Sarah Palin at all for any reason? I wouldn't buy her books. I wouldn't go out and see her at a Tea Party Express appearance. I wouldn't watch her stupid damn TV show. None of it. Wow. I can't believe this. I am so glad I found it. This video on YouTube, it's in the show notes. It's a radio ad for John McCain. During the 2010 election, of course, I'm terribly late for a break. So I'm going to play this entire ad all the way through without interrupting. without ripping into it, and then we'll take the break and come back. Come on, people, wake the hell up.
Hi, this is Sarah Palin. This is the time when conservatives must stand up and fight against the big government policies of President Obama and Democrats in Congress. No one is a more forceful leader than my friend, John McCain. Every day, John is fighting the president's radical plan to put Washington bureaucrats in charge of your health care. It's John McCain who is fighting for transparency and against backroom sweetheart deals. If we have a chance to stop the Democrats in Congress and the White House, it's because John McCain is leading that charge. Standing up for true conservatives. Standing up for Arizona. John McCain. Character matters.
John McCain is Arizona's last line of defense.
I'm John McCain, and I approve this message. Paid for by friends of John McCain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.